Hello everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In this help video I'd like to introduce the new unlock system we're using in the latest versions of MTPredictor, and I'd like to look at it in MTPredictor 8 in this help video. When you install this new version, you'll be asked for a username and password. This is different from our old MTPredictor unlock codes. We're now replacing this with a username and password, and you'll use that to then register your MTPredictor version. This will install a new menu in our, or a new option in our help. So if you go to our help at the top here, you can see this registration here. So you'll be registered with your username, which will be your email, and then a password. This is the registration information here, and it means you're registered to use whatever versions of MTPredictor you are entitled for. So rather than having separate MTPredictor unlock codes for our different versions of MTPredictor, they'll all be done by entitlements or license status based on your registration. So you'll have a username and password. As you can see here in this first section, you have the ability to change password if you wish, and there's also a forgot password option there if you do forget your password later, and that comes up when you want to try and register. So how does this work? Well, once you're registered, you then are entitled to use the versions of MTPredictor that you have purchased. You can see here we have different versions I've got here. These are actually 14-day trial versions, but when you have the full version, it will actually show you that it's a full version here as well. And these are installed basically on a PC by PC basis. So here you can manage your activations. So if I, for example, click on MTPredictor 8 and I manage activations, it shows the actual PC that it's installed on. Here I've only installed on one PC, but if you install on two PCs, you'll see two machine IDs underneath here. We actually allow you to install MTPredictor on three PCs. For example, most people will want to have one copy at home, one copy at work, and perhaps one copy on a laptop for traveling. If you then want to install on a completely new PC and you've used all your three installs or entitlements, then what you can do is you can unregister on the activation on one of your old PCs. So the way you'll do this is click on the version that you've got here, then manage activations, and then click on it, and then you can deactivate that particular PC. You don't have to be installed on that PC. You can actually deactivate it on another PC as well. For example, if you'd sold your PC and you forgot to uninstall it. But basically it shows you which versions of MTPredictor you are entitled to use. This may seem quite complicated and involved here at the moment, but it's actually quite simple, and once you're up and running it will actually be quite seamless. It will just work in the background. But I just wanted to show you this registration page here that shows you your registration details and then what MTPredictor products you're actually licensed for, and then how to manage the activations on your individual PCs there. There are a couple of other options in the help. There's also a download option. If you click on this, it will then populate here with the MTPredictor versions that, or licenses that you're entitled for. So if you just using MTPredictor 8, you won't see these ones for NinjaTrader 7 and 8, but I've got these actually on my PC because I'm the developer. So you'll have an option here where you can download the latest version of our MTPredictor software, and then any previous versions there are as well. So we'll probably update just the last, the current one and the one before that. So once you've clicked here, you then highlight the version you want and then click on download, and that will download the new MTPredictor version for you. Please remember that if you are downloading a new version, to close MTPredictor 8 before you install any new MTPredictor versions. So download it, then close MTPredictor 8, then install new versions. We also have a email support option here where you can email our support with log files and workspace and templates files. Only do this if you are requested to by our MTPredictor support team. This is just so it's easy for them to receive any information if you're having any problems with MTPredictor. So don't do anything here unless you're requested to do so by our MTPredictor support team. So as you can see, it's quite a new way of doing our unlocks, and the way it will work is basically by assigning you a username, which will be your email, and then a password, and then from that you'll then have your entitlements of which versions of MTPredictor you're managed for.